Since my Fallout Factions ranking video did pretty well, I was like, you know what? Let me rank the Fallout games. But not just the Fallout games, I'm not gonna rank the gameplay or any of that stuff. Let's rank the story. Because that's what I'm interested in. That's why I want to play Fallout, right? I want to play for a good story. So let's rank each Fallout game besides those spin offs, because I've not played Brotherhood of Steel or Tactics. But the base Fallout games, let's rank their stories, alright? So first one's first. We got Fallout 1. I fuck with the Fallout 1 story a lot. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Hold on, let me adjust my camera a little bit. I fuck with the Fallout 1 story a lot. I like the Master. I like how you are sent out. It's a very basic story, right? You are chosen in Vault 13 to go find a new water chip because a water chip in your vault has broke. And you're set out on this quest to go find this water chip. And everywhere you go, every city you go to has a unique story to be told inside of each city. The Master's dope as fuck. Discovering the Church is cool as fuck. The Cult. Super mutants actually are people that have been changed into these enhanced humans that are supposed to be the perfect race to survive a nuclear apocalypse. Like, everything about Fallout 1 is dope as hell. And then the ending too, like going to the Master and being able to tell him that they're all sterile and they can't reproduce, so what he's doing is pointless, and then him just destroying everything. Or there's also multiple endings. You can team up with them and then go and disintegrate your vault. But then, bro, the endings aren't even all that good, right? Because when you go back to your vault during the good ending, you still get booted because you can be viewed as a hero when people want to follow you, would be motivated and inspired to follow you into the wasteland again and leave the vault. And they can't have that happening, so they boot you. I think, bro, Fallout 1, it's a basic story, right? It's a very basic story, but everything about the story is very well told. And it's got a good twist on both parts, on the good ending and the bad ending. So, and there's a time limit as well. I forgot to add that. If you don't do like the water chip in a certain time, everybody in the vault just dies. I'm pretty sure. I have not actually finished Fallout 1. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I have. I've only watched YouTube videos. I still need to finish the game. But same with Fallout 2. But alright, next game, we got Fallout 2. I fuck with the Fallout 2 story heavy. Why? Dude. The Enclave. Bro, the Enclave in Fallout 2 is one of the coolest factions in damn near any post-apocalyptic game I've ever played. Honestly, damn near any RPG I've played. The Enclave in Fallout 2 is the exact reason why the game is so fucking peak. I mean, also, I completely forgot to say this as well. Same with Fallout 1, not the Enclave, but the Brotherhood. The Brotherhood in Fallout 1 is dope as fuck. And I fuck with the Brotherhood in Fallout 1. But the Enclave in Fallout 2, oh my god, they're just the big bad guys. They're like this super secret faction that you slowly start to stumble across and discover, and then you find out that they're this remnants of the government that's trying to release the FEV from Fallout 1 onto everybody in the wasteland to just cleanse the wasteland, and then they would just go annihilate everyone. Like, what, bro? Are you kidding me? That is crazy, bro. That is dope as hell. But other than that, you are a descendant of the original Vault Dweller, and you are set on a quest to find a Gek. And as you're on this quest to find a Gek, you run into the Enclave, and yeah, from there it's history, bro. Meet Frank Horgan, one of the coolest Fallout villains ever. I mean, seriously, dope as hell. I can't really say much about the game because I've, like I said, only watched videos on both Fallout 1 and Fallout 2. But based off the videos I've watched, the story is dope as hell. I need to get more immersed into the stories to really be able to break down the story. So I'm sorry, OG Fallout fans. This is all you're gonna get from me for the original Fallouts. I have not played that much, so that's all we got. But the 3D ones, I'll have a lot more to say. And with Fallout 3, Fallout 3. If we are going pre-Broken Steel DLC for the story, if we're going pre-Broken Steel DLC for the story, I will go C tier. The story was C tier pre-Broken Steel because you literally have companions that can sacrifice themselves and not sacrifice themselves, do something for you and stay alive. But you had to sacrifice yourself for the plot. You're forced into that for the plot in an RPG. Yeah. No, hell no. But post Broken Steel, Fallout 3 is an A tier story. I like Fallout 3 story. Now I know it's an RPG game, and I know the beginning of the game is a pain in the ass. And most of the time when you play the game, you do not want to replay the intro. But if we're going based off the story and first time playing, that intro sequence was dope as fuck, man. Being born into the vault, being raised as a baby, growing up, getting to know all your fellow vault dwellers, and then having your dad become a runaway, you getting booted out of the fucking vault, having to fight your way out of the vault, and then you slowly, like that walkout, bro, that walkout scene in general is cool as hell. Stumble across Megaton. Megaton's got hella story, hella lore, big ass nuclear bomb in the middle of town. Go to whatever his name is, 3Dog on the radio, help him with the Brotherhood, kill him that Juggernaut super mutant. That was cool, man. That was all fun. And then you discover the Brotherhood of Steel, Liberty Prime. I mean, oh, the Enclave. Yep, the Enclave too. Honestly, the Enclave is a lot weaker in Fallout 3, but I still like the Enclave quite a bit in Fallout 3. Yeah, I mean, Liberty Prime just absolutely annihilates them. I don't. The big reason why I don't like the Enclave in Fallout 3 is because of President Eden and how you can just you get captured by the Enclave and you can just walk to him and then just tell him to end his life and he will if you have enough speech, which I think is really stupid. I don't know. I don't know why. Like, who would put that in a robot, dude? Like, there'd maybe be like a secret button, but I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, but other than that, man, I like the Brotherhood in Fallout 3, but they are definitely a lot weaker from the other Brotherhoods of Steel, like New Vegas 1 and 2. They're definitely like the split faction version is a lot weaker, but I actually really like the Brotherhood, whatever the other Brotherhood is, the black and red ones. Oh my god. Why can't I'm blanking. I'm so sorry. I'm blanking right now. But those guys are really cool. I wish we had a lot more like lore and story with those guys as well. I would have liked to see like a Brotherhood Civil War. That would have been pretty dope. But yeah, I mean that's kind of all I got for Fallout 3. I really like Fallout 3. Solid story. I'm gonna add this too. I like the little town that they had with the kids that live underground, and then the town that with the kids that are grown up because they get booted from underground. That's like, dude, Fallout 3 has some of the coolest like locations. Like you can go to locations and they have some really cool environmental storytelling. And the thing also that I like about Fallout 3 is that it's really destroyed and like you're like, damn, humanity is like gone to shit here compared to the other Fallouts. But if you think about it, it's Washington D.C. If they're dropping nukes, they would 100% slam Washington D.C. with nuclear bombs. Plus, they're going through a water crisis. I mean, it makes a lot of sense why civilization is just barely scraping by in Fallout 3. I think Fallout 3 has a very solid story. I enjoyed it a lot. I find myself coming back to it. One big thing that keeps it away from S tier is obviously very linear. Very, very linear story. And the super mutants. The super mutants are just turned into super strong dumb heads that just kill. Compared to the other Fallouts where they actually had personality, emotions, like they wanted to do like certain things, man, and they were people, and that's what I really liked about the super mutants in the original Fallouts, including Fallout New Vegas, which is up next. But yeah, I mean that's kind of all I got for Fallout 3. Good game, not the best. You know what I'm saying? It's a great story, but not the best story in Fallout. But Fallout New Vegas. I'm gonna put this in front of Fallout 2. Fallout New Vegas. I mean, dude, what can I say about Fallout New Vegas that hasn't already been said? I mean, it's the best Fallout story you can get. It is definitely the best Fallout story you can get because you can do anything with the story. I mean, the game completely adjusts to you. So the second you're coming out of the doctor's house, bro, you are free to do whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want. And on top of that, the game is so well written. that like you can do whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want, and it's still so well written. So, not very many games can do that. Shit. They haven't really been able to replicate it since. So, yeah, I mean, I could talk about Fallout New Vegas all day, but like I said, what can I say that has not been said about the game already? So that's kind of where we're gonna leave it. Um, easily the best, story. I mean, Legion, NCR, Mr. House in general. Like I think Mr. House in general makes the game an S tier. Mr. House in Fallout New Vegas is one of the best written characters in like most games. Just phenomenal fucking character. But yeah, same with Kaiser. Um, amazing, well written story or character. And whatever his name is, the bandage man, blanking, but you guys can correct me. You know what his name is. But yeah, super well. So many well written. I also like Ulysses as well. I know a lot of people think Ulysses is annoying, but bro, Ulysses is another well written character. Same with the Dead Money DLC, Elder, whatever his name is, and all of the pawns that you play with too. They're all well written, bro. Every character, every side character is well written. Every side quest is well written, bro. It's like, oh my god, everything, all of it. All right, we're gonna leave it at that before we keep going because all of it's well written. All right, just obviously not perfect. Oh, actually, I don't know, because like obviously nothing's perfect, but like, can you make like story wise? Obviously, gameplay wise can always improve, but story wise. Could they have told a better story than New Vegas? Like, I know they cut out a lot of shit because of lack of technology, but I mean, even with what we got, both Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 2 are like the two. I don't really know. Like, if they just need to keep telling stories like these. I mean, they have the formula. You know what I'm saying? They have the storytelling formula right here. I don't know why they don't just keep following it. It is perfect. And it's funny because we're gonna go into the formula that they are starting to follow. Fallout 4. Now Fallout 4, got my Fallout 4 flags here. I love Fallout 4. Fallout 4 was the first Fallout I ever played, got me into the game. But because I love it, I'm gonna sit here and admit it. Fallout 4 is a skeleton of Fallout 3. Fallout 3's story is a good story. Fallout 4's story is Fallout 3 told worse. Dude. Wake up in a vault. Now you're on a hunt. Not for your dad, but for your son. Enclave Brotherhood, but the Brotherhood's even more bland or not the Enclave, the Institute. Like, see, the Institute's the fucking Enclave, dude. The Institute's the fucking Enclave. I know they sneak peeked them in Fallout 3, so they already had it pre-written. But the way they told the story, the Institute's the Enclave, okay? I know the Institute ideology and the faction, they're very different. But the way they told the story, the Institute's the Enclave, okay? Yeah, I really like the synths. Actually, you know what? I'll move it up to B tier because I'm being very harsh, right? The synths are dope as hell. The synths are one of the coolest concepts, I think, in all of the Fallout games. 100%. Replacing people with identical robotic people that you can control and do things, or force them to, or make them do things that you want to do, like how they got I'm pretty sure, like, what was it, the Diamond City Massacre, where they replaced the people with synths and got them to kill the leaders? Like that, dude. That's so cool. But the way it's executed in the game and shown to you, presented to you in the game as you play, it's not very good. Honestly, it's really not that good. The side factions, like the Railroad, not good. The gun run, like, outside of the 4 factions, Brotherhood, Institute, Railroad, Minutemen, and Raiders, if you want to include the DLC, there's really no depth to any other fucking faction there's no depth at all. There's zero depth to any other faction in the game. They're literally there just to shoot back at you. There's no personality. They're just there. Like, the one vault that you go to in Fallout 4 with the underground and they're all dressed as 1920 mobsters, they're just raiders dressed as 1920s mobsters. There's nothing else about them than the aesthetic fact. It's like, dude, it's so boring. What are the gun or not the gun runners, but like the guys that the Minutemen got in a fight with during the Quincy massacre or whatever it was called. Those guys, they have no depth either. You have to buy a fucking whatever it's called. You got to buy a creator content just to get like a tiny side mission for them, and you still get no depth with them. Now, what's even more infuriating about a lot of it is that Fallout 4's DLC Far Harbor, that is like amazing storytelling. Why couldn't they have done that for the entire game? Why couldn't they have why couldn't they have added complexity to the entire game? Why did you make everything so black and white in the base game instead of just having complexity throughout the entire game? That's kind of the point of Fallout. That's kind of the point of an apocalypse. Nobody's black and white in a fucking nuclear apocalypse, dude. It's complex as hell. It's all based off of situation, right? So, I don't know. I don't know. The oversimplification of Fallout is kind of giving me a headache because you can't really simplify some shit like that. Like, it needs to be a lot more gray than black and white, in my opinion. And then Fallout 76, be 100% honest, y'all. I'm going to be 100% honest with you all. I only really played Fallout 76 when it first came out when there was no NPCs. When it was only like robots and computer terminal logs telling you the story. What kind of story is that? That's a fucking F tier story, right? The story was kind of shit. Not kind of, it was. It was boring. But I had a good time playing the game, but the story was bad. I couldn't even tell you really much about the story. Not a very good story. But I know it's gotten better. It's probably moved up to an C tier, but I am going to be 100% honest. I haven't really played Fallout 76. Don't really care to. I think Fallout 76 is the bane of Fallout's existence. I really just don't like the game at all. No hate, no shade. If you like it, you like it. I get it, but in my opinion, it's just not a Fallout. It really just shouldn't have been prioritized as a Fallout. It should have been a side game that was made, and then maybe put a side studio on it, but don't prioritize it. Way too much prioritization on the game. Dumpster fire of a game. I mean, it's better now, but the damage it's caused is not worth what it is now. You know what I'm saying? So, probably a C tier now. You can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Not completely sure. But based off like what I played, dude, the story was a fucking F. It was so bad. It was so boring. There was nothing. No point. But, yeah. I mean, that's kind of all we got for this video. Those are my ranks for the Fallout stories. If y'all did enjoy this video, let me know down in the comments below. If you got any more recommendations for any more Fallout, let me know down in the comments below. Appreciate y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all later.